I have started the recording. I'll spotlight Learning Hub. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can get started.
Hello everyone, I am Shwet. I will be your Sergeant at Arms today. I welcome you all to the 152nd session of the Toastmasters SoundBytes. So there are some few rules and regulations that we go by in the Toastmasters. First one will be we try not to offend anyone by talking much more like on the topics like sex, religion, and politics. I try to put more emphasis on that, right? But and the second one, I know this is not Karva shops, but still we would like to see your faces. So please turn on all your cameras. Chitra and please
Mustaq,
turn
yeah.
cameras. We would like to see your beautiful faces. Thank you. Yeah, okay. And third one, if it's not your turn to speak, please keep yourself on mute, and that will be it. We don't have much more rules and regulations. So I now officially start the 152nd meeting of Toastmasters. Thank you. And
You can hand over to me. Yeah. Sure.
and I hand off the meeting to Sharad, our president. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What a great afternoon and what a great way to start the work week on a Monday. Of course, it doesn't mean I just started working now. I've been working from morning. I would have loved to join all of you in person, but yeah, unfortunately, I just traveled back from hometown and just reached today morning. It would have been difficult to make it on time. But nevertheless, welcome once again, everybody, for the 152nd session of SoundBytes Toastmasters Club. And I officially welcome you all as the president of the club for the session today. And also, of course, a great way to start the session on November is celebrating Karnataka Rajyotsava. It's a great way, a great theme, and thanks to Ruchir for choosing this theme. And I have actually come dressed on the theme. don't, I don't know if my T-shirt is visible. Though I am basically from Kerala, Karnataka means a lot to me. I am a Karnataka as well. I can say that my wife is from Karnataka. And I have, out of my 15 years of work experience, almost 13 years of my work experience has been from Bangalore. So I'm very grateful for all the opportunities the city has provided me, the state has provided me. And I have a lot of respect to Kannada language as well. So, ellarigu namaskara. I wanted to say that as well, being the Karnataka Rajyotsava in the spirit of Kannada as a language, as a respect to the language. So my T-shirt basically says, Hemmeya Kannadiga. I hope that's what it says. That's what my wife said. Unfortunately, I don't know how to read and write, but I know how to kind of manage speaking Kannada. So it's Ka and Hemmeya Kannadiga, which basically means proud Karnataka. So with that, we can begin today's session. And as a proud Karnataka, Jai Karnataka, of course. And with that, we can move on to today's session. Before we move on, I just want to quickly also mention that very happy that we'll be bringing out, coming with certain changes from our regular sessions, how we always used to have speech, evaluation, and table topics. Now we are going to bring in some different flavors as well. We are going to have certain pure in classroom sessions as well, where online link won't be there. That we are trying to do it in a different manner, and we have an in-person session coming soon. The details will be provided shortly about that session. It will be like a round table conference theme. We are planning to do the in-person session, so that's going to be something different. And our next usual session, that's the second Monday of November, we are going to have an educational session instead of table topics. Again, we have one of the speakers, esteemed speaker from the district leadership, is who wanted to deliver an educational session for us. So that will also be a different flavor. Exciting times ahead, I would say. And with that, I don't want to waste any more time, and I would like to officially proceed with today's session. And I would like to hand over to Toastmaster of the day today. And to quickly introduce Toastmaster. So today we have Ruchir Nayak as a Toastmaster of the day. And thanks, Ruchir, being a new member, you have already started taking some of the major roles, and you're utilizing the license well, and would love to see this momentum going on. And quickly to introduce Ruchir, he's in his own words, he's a 23-year-old software engineer at Radisys, a 2024 graduate. Ruchir has an active background in college, literary clubs, and TEDx. He's passionate about public speaking, anime, gaming, racket sports, travel, and exploring unique food spots in Bengaluru. He's always curious and versatile. And with that, over to Toastmaster of the day, Ruchi, to take this forward.
Thank you so much, Sharad, for the introduction. Again, happy Monday and good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. And welcome to the 151st, 152nd day of Toastmasters. And again, we are celebrating Karnataka Rajyotsava. So that's the topic for today. So Kannada isn't just a language; it's a spirit. And there's an animal called the Himalayan deer in the Himalayas, and it has an internal organ called the musk, and it has a very peculiar smell called kasturi. Like that, we can also say that Kannada is also called kasturi. So Kannada spirit runs deep within the culture of Karnataka. It feels royal, it feels earthy. It's also very vibrant, much like a story itself. Today, let's celebrate the incredible legacy of Karnataka and Kannada and the unity of Karnataka. Karnataka Rajyotsava marks the coming together of Karnataka, its language, its culture, and its heritage. November 1st is a day of pride and unity. Sorry. When Karnataka, in 1956, all the Kannada-speaking regions merged under the State Reorganization Act to form the state of Mysore, later renamed as Karnataka in 1973, which means lofty land or high plateau. The first mention of Karnataka was also mentioned in the Ramayana, where they mentioned Rama and the Vanasena moving across the lofty land named Karnataka. As a Toastmaster of the day, I'd like you to invite a journey across Karnataka, from ancient dynasties to vibrant cities. Let's fill this session with curiosity, learning, and celebration. So for today's agenda, we've got prepared a speech by Shwet, table topics led by Gaurav, again the timer and the grammarian by Sharath, right? And the grammarian is Rajan. Yeah. So I'm going to start off now. Karnataka's unity in 1956 brought together regions from Bombay, Hyderabad, Madras, and Coorg. More rich Karnataka heritage. So all these regions formed a rich Karnataka state, which we all know today. So the majority of the Karnataka region was firstly dominated by the Rashtrakutas, and the region expanded from the Gangas in the north to Kanyakumari to the south. Right, the kings from Rashtrakutas empire had a lot of works. The first king was almost a poet. His name was Ashwamogha Varsha, and his famous work called Kaviraja Marga was the earliest known of Kannada poetics, and the dynasty nurtured Kannada and Sanskrit literature as well as its architecture. Now let's welcome Shwet for his prepared speech segment, which he names it as "Living Like a Hippocrat." Let's all clap for Shwet.
Yeah, before we hand it over to Shwet, there's a slight change. We have to hand it over to the general evaluator of the day first to quickly explain the role takers for today, like the timer and grammarian, etc. So I myself am the general evaluator. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. And then you can announce the speech. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the wonderful, startup and a lot of information about Karnataka. Ruchir. And with that, I take over quickly as the general evaluator for today. As a general evaluator, my role is to evaluate the overall session in general, and I will be providing my report at the end while called upon. And of course, a general evaluation is not possible without the tag team. And today we have a timer and a grammarian. Unfortunately, our counter won't be there today. And as a timer, since I am taking up the timer role as well, I will quickly show some of the timer signals for today and what would be the timings like for today. So as a timer, my responsibility is to mark the timings of prepared speeches, evaluation, and table topics. For prepared speeches, the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll be turning my virtual background into green. I will quickly show that how it looks like, and I'll be pinning
Sharath, your screen was
Is
stuck.
it okay? Okay. Is
We
it
can hear
better
you
now?
again. Yeah, it's
Okay, okay. I think yeah, at home sometimes these challenges. Yeah. So this is at 5 minutes. I'll be showing green, and at um 5.5 minutes, right? I for 6 minutes. At 6 minutes, I'll be showing yellow, and this is the yellow. And at 7 minutes, I'll be showing the red screen, and then I'll remain keep it red till the speaker finishes. Now, in similar fashion, for the table topics, we have 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll be showing the green, 1.5 minutes yellow, and 2 minutes red. And for evaluations, we have 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll be showing the green, at 2.5 minutes yellow, and 3 minutes red. And it will be remaining red until the speaker finishes. So that's the science for today. And then with that, I would like to quickly hand over to a grammarian for today, Rajan, to explain the grammarian role. Over to you, Rajan.
Thank you so much, Sharad. As a grammarian, throughout the speech, I will note down the correct usage of grammar as well as I will tell the word of the day. Let me share my screen to tell the word of the day. I will notice the usage of word of the day in today's session. So let me share my screen. So the word of the day for today is cruise. That means to travel for pleasure, often on a ship or move at a constant steady speed. But it can be used in other words. For example, as a seasoned speaker, he can cruise through a persuasive speech even without extensive preparation. That's another usage. And I will also put this in the chat so that you can reference to it. So thank you, everyone. That's the word of the day, cruise. Thank you.
Thank you so much, grammarian Rajan, for the word of the day. And I hope, though we started the session late, we'll be able to cruise through the session and finish on time as per plan. And with that, we also have one important role taker, that is the evaluator. We have one prepared speech today by Shwet, and for evaluating Shwet's speech, we have Chitra with us. So, do we have Chitra now in the room, or I think Chitra is there, right? Yeah. So, Chitra, over to you to explain the role as an evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharad. So I would be evaluating Toastmaster Shwet's level 1 second speech after the feedback. So the objective of the speech is to deliver a well-organized speech on any topic and incorporate the feedback from his or her previous speech evaluation. So Shwet is free to deliver the same speech or a new speech. So, and it can be of any style that he chooses. So, I would be evaluating him based on the feedback that I received from the general evaluator from the previous session. So, I'll cover whatever was the feedback and whether he addressed it or not during my evaluation. Uh, all the best. I'm sure you will cruise through it.
Thank you so much, Chitra, for the explaining the role as evaluator. And with that, of course, I'll present my report as a general evaluator as well while called upon. And now I would like to hand it over back to Ruchir, who can introduce the speaker and hand it over for the speech. Over to you, Ruchir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sharad. So let's all welcome Shwet for his prepared speech segment with the topic Living Like a Hypocrite.
living like a hypocrite. Does this topic seems apt for the meeting? It's like someone trying to sound a bit catchy. Sounds a bit fishy also. What is doing? I don't know. All animals want to live where do it was the name of it. Who gets the topic? Who gave the topic? Living like a hypocrite. Huh? Okay.
You give.
Okay, me. Oh, okay. Now, if I closely look at it, I see the essence of the topic. In today's world, we all are a bit of hypocrites. So, I think it goes well with the theme. And if you see, there's a bit of rhyme also. Living like a hypocrite. There's a bit of catchy word also, hypocrite. So I can see whoever has written this has given a good thought. Knows to whoever read it. And well, you see, all animals live. I have always been an avid animal lover. I can cruise through any topic, any session that can be on the animals, animal cruelty, animal loving, anything you can. I can cruise through it. Like, Sharat, Sharat, I would like to ask something. As you are from Kerala, Kerala, well, as we know, is known for one of the dishes that is beef parota. Man, I would like to ask you one thing. Was it necessary that people from Kerala had to eat one of the animals that was famous in our scriptures? And was it necessary? Was it not barbaric? Tell me. Don't you see the
Yeah.
gleaming hope in their eyes? How can you cut an animal so beautiful, so intelligent? Tell me. Isn't it? Cows are considered our mother cow. We consider the cow holy. But sometimes maybe a A2 cow, A2 gear cow, or sometimes A2 gear cow only in the Himalayan region, but still, well, we do consider cow only some of the varieties, but we do consider them our mother. Well, why do you need to eat them? Why? Tell me, sir.
I'm a
Absolute
vegetarian.
barbaric man. Absolute
I'm a
barbaric.
vegetarian.
You should have a stand against that. At least somewhat a stand. You are a vegetarian. You should have a stand against that. Absolute barbaric man. Well, let's not get into much into that. So, Gaurav, you are. What do you like to eat? Tell me, what's your favorite dish?
Rajma chawal.
Anything more on the like?
Very excited. I like chicken.
Chicken. Well, chicken is my favorite. I would like. Okay, chicken is my favorite, and the mutton. Man, I usually like to get the freshest cut of mutton. I would like to see it cut in front of myself. I don't. Well, you can't trust the vendors these days, man. They would give you any meat details. So it's the best thing that you can do to get the fresh cut of mutton is get it cut in front of yourself. Sometimes they may even give a lamb instead of a mutton. Man, you can't trust this. And not to mention how expensive has it been in the last few years to get mutton. Man, what do you want? So people like us to starve. What do we eat? Tell me. If you don't eat mutton, chicken, what do you eat? Sharad, but still, absolute barbaric man. How can you people eat cow? That's not justified. That's not justified. Eating something popular in our scriptures, not justified at all. Well, okay, let's get off the topic. We don't want to talk about that much. So, Chitra, as you are a female, where are you from, by the way?
From Bangalore, various places in India.
Okay. So, do you know what a kanjak is?
Yeah.
On our side, on the north side, during the Navratri, Narata. They on the night they used to worship nine girl child below the who are below the menstruation period. But okay. So have you been through something like that? Have you ever been invited as a kanjak in your childhood? Enjoyed the feast and being treated, being treated like a goddess. On our side, whoever gives that kanjak treat and all, they also touch you. They would also touch your feet, get your blessings. You would feel like a goddess, right? So when did it all stop? After the menstruation?
Yes, I guess.
After the menstruation, right? So why did it stop after the menstruation?
Did it stop? I mean, as
Mostly because someone who worshipped you now considers you impure after the menstruation, right? The goddess who was worshipped now is impure because menstruation started. Have you never got to say something like the goddess you worship also bleeds?
I mean, as a woman, I do say it, but nobody listens.
I think they should. The goddess they worship also bleeds. Many of the goddesses they worship, they also bleed. The people who told you that you are impure after you started menstruation, they would worship the same goddess in their temple just for their bleeding purposes. You know, there's a famous temple, Kamakya temple in Assam. She is worshipped just because she menstruates once a year, at least in the year. Month of June, there's a river which is said to bleed. It turns pinkish red. It says it is said that goddess bleeds. The people who told you you are impure because you have started menstruation, although they all came from the same menstruation cycle, but still they would tell you that you are impure. They would be going to the temple just because of that, mostly in the month of June. I don't know what word would justify that, but well, we can all agree on something similar to my theme. So, have you ever thought of how if that was the rule that women become impure after the menstruation or all, like a god made that rule, how would have that conversation gone on? Like there was a god secretary, you can say the god has a secretary, and they would ask the god, so what kind of women and men would we allow in the temples and to be considered pure and impure? Let's say I am the secretary, he is the god. That's you can. So so would criminals and murderers should be allowed in the temple? Tell me. No or no?
They should not be.
Well, I think there should be a VIP line for this. Okay, sorry, we forgot. We already have. Should the menstruating women be allowed in the temple?
Why not?
Huh? And why? They are impure. You don't see. Well, we can always justify them not entering the temples and all by manipulating them that they are impure, they need rest. They are even in our today's modern world, we can always justify that you don't understand. You are the God. How do you not understand that? And just think about it. Okay.
They shouldn't be allowed because they need rest at those times.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, man, that's what I wanted to listen. Right? Now you are thinking like a god. Cruising like a god. Yeah, man, cruising like a god. Now we are up to the god's level. Right? So that will be it for my today's speech. I think you would be able to get the message. If not, it's not like I'm going to explain. I'm not going the type of person to go much in depth of anything. Hypocrite, I am not, sorry. Thank you.
Thank you for a wonderful, wonderful speech, Ved. Everybody's a hypocrite, I believe.
And I am not.
Yeah, everybody's a hypocrite, yeah. So that's what makes us humans after all. So coming back, let's talk a bit about Kannada. So Kannada is spoken by 60 million people all around the world, which makes it the 31st most spoken language. Its script, it's termed so beautiful that people call it the queen of world scripts, or in Kannada, Vishwa Vishwa Lipigala Rani in Kannada. So a few things about Kannada is, of course, the Dravidian script. When you trace back the script to its olden days, you can see that it's written very similar to Telugu, but the way we speak Kannada is almost very similar to Tamil. So the Tamil word for flowers is called puvu, but in Kannada it's called huvu. So there's a per to her conversion when in many words from Kannada to Tamil. Also in Kannada there's a lot of Prakrit or Jain influence, and the word Habba is called, the word Habba in Kannada means festival. It comes from a very Prakrit word. Also, if you see that Karnataka has the largest population of vegetarian eating and also the largest in the south region of India, also the largest Jain population also, which is 21% of Karnataka are vegetarians. So you see, Kannada as a language is influenced by a lot of other languages. Me personally, I speak a dialect of Kannada, which is influenced by Tulu, Konkani and Marathi. So Kannada as a language varies from region to region. There's a type of Kannada spoken in the coastal regions of India, of Karnataka, sorry. There's a different kind of dialect spoken in the northern Karnataka, especially in Dharwad, Hubli region. And the actual Kannada which they teach you in schools is actually spoken mainly in the southern regions of Karnataka, mainly in Mysore, Mandya, and the central regions, like Chitradurga. Now, let's move on to our table topic sessions led by Gaurav. Please take the stage. South India.
So very good afternoon, everyone. So I think we all have witnessed a very beautiful speech, and today's session is all about the Karnataka Rajyotsav. Right? I have chosen a theme based on that, and in our table topics we have topics on Karnataka and your experiences with all these things. So let's move to the table topic. I will just brief you the rules of the table topic. In table topics, the topic will be given to the volunteer who comes to deliver this speech, and that speaker should speak for 1 to 2 minutes. So minimum 1 minute and maximum is 2 minutes. You will get buffer of 30 seconds. And those topics are very easy. So you need not to fret about the topics because these are all about your experiences and what you have experienced in Karnataka. So it's all about that. And I think most of us are living here for quite some time. So it is going to be easy. So let's collect your thoughts and cruise through all these topics so that everyone will enjoy it, and let's make it let's have fun while delivering your speech. So who wanna go first for the table topic?
I'll go first.
So here I have 10 slides. You can choose any number.
I'll take 5.
5.
Yeah.
Rajin, could you please hand? Okay, so your topic is what can other states learn from Karnataka's way of life?
Okay. So being someone who's like born and brought up in Bangalore, I've lived here for like 23 years. Bangalore as a city is very, very laid back, or at least it was back in the day. At least when I was growing up, there was not much of IT corridor at all. Marthali, Koramangala was the end of Bangalore. Marthali, there was only my college in New Horizon and one building of JP Morgan here. There were no street lights. People never used to come here. People from Bangalore used to like relax, go out for coffees. It was almost like a hill station back then. It was pretty cold. But now Bangalore has changed. So one thing, and if you see I've been to Mumbai, I've been to Delhi. Mumbai, there's always this drive to survive kind of nature because rent is so high. Everybody, and your jobs, you get insane finance jobs also there. So there's a lot of hustle culture in Mumbai. People are not laid back there. Delhi is also very extreme. Like you can find everything in Delhi. You can find wonderful people, but they're always a bit aggressive for some reason. Because I've been to Delhi recently. So one thing people can learn from Karnataka, or especially Bangalore, is that at some point of time, you got to take a step back, observe what's going on around you, and address things around you with a calm thought in your mind. And and not everything needs a reaction. You just got to sit back and relax. Not everything needs a reaction, and have a calm way of life throughout. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ruchit. You thought that Bangalore people and Karnataka people are easygoing and they are chill in nature. I agree to that because I have also witnessed. I have some of my experience in other places as well. But I think I'm missing those days when he mentioned like people were very chill. I think as everywhere IT companies are there, so things are becoming hectic now. But I think I'm missing those days when things used to be very easy. Good old days.
Very good days, yeah.
It was a nice experience which you have shared with us. I think you took us 20 years back. Okay, so who wanna go next? Rajan? Which number? Which is your favorite number?
All numbers are favorite. Let's go for 2.
Okay, so number 2 says, what was your first impression when you came to Karnataka and how has it changed since then?
So the first impression when I came to Karnataka, actually I just directly came to Bangalore for obviously my work. This is my first company, and I was very happy that after COVID, like it's since very long time, I am going to see how my company looks like, how Bangalore, the Silicon Valley of India, looks like. It's called Silicon Valley, and I expected it to be so ahead in technology, so fast moving, and I expected everything to work very smoothly here. I thought it will be a cruise. So first day I came, it was very late. It was late at night. I reached at my hotel at 12 midnight, and it was like second time I went to very far from my home, and that hotel guy was like not accepting anything. Like he wanted my ID card, but he was doing it so slowly. Then okay, somehow I was able to enter the hotel and started my work life. But over the period of time, that I think that's not the case. A lot of things need to be developed here still, and traffic is one thing that was not a cruise. Obviously, it was not smooth. Today also, I was stuck in traffic, and I thought that okay, next day, like every time I come in to office, like I think that's the last day I will reach to office or home, like because that's very dangerous. I don't know how people are driving like that. And but still, uh, due to this traffic, actually, I feel that there's a lots of. It's like anybody know the Powerpuff Girls show? Yeah. So it's one of my favorite show of childhood, and it's like when professor was mixing the chemical X and a lot of different ingredients to make the Powerpuff Girls. I feel like Bangalore is like that. There's so many different cultures collide here, and it makes so different new things out of this place. So I think that's what I feel about it. Like so many new and magical things happening in Bangalore, and that's my impression of it now. So yeah, that's how it's changed. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajan. When you explain about that receptionist and all, I think it reminded me about a movie, Zootopia. If you know, you might have seen that.
Yeah.
Things are moving very slow there. It was not at all like cruising.
Yeah.
And yes, Bangalore traffic, who can deny this particular point? It's painful, but yet it teaches us a lot. Okay. We are done with slide number 2 and 5. Who wants to go next? We have 10 slides, so you can just choose a number and then I will open that. Okay. Shwet.
Let's go with number 7.
7. Okay. So your point is have you learned any Kannada word, phrase, or style that you love using?
The words that I have learned I cannot use here, obviously. But still, when I first came to Kannada, well, for me it was like there would be a lot of language clash. I don't know how would I even interact with most of the people, but still I heard. So one of the first words that I was taught was not something I can speak here, but still, there was a friend of mine in the first year that I joined Radisys. He did taught me some of the words like. One of the first things he taught me was counting. One, two, where to. Sorry, I forgot.
It's okay, you learned it.
Yeah, but yeah, those countings and all, I like to use sometimes when traveling in the bus and all. I like to get the ticket and all. How many tickets that I want to which places. You don't need to speak much of the Kannada for that. So just Kadavis and Ali, here to one do. That's it. That's it. That's the type of language. That's the things I use. But I did try to see. You can't say I didn't learn Kannada. I did try. It wasn't. It wasn't. I felt. Okay. Yeah. One do it's good for me. But that's good enough use for me to. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Shweta. I think when I came to Karnataka, I learned the same thing, counting. And at that time, I learned it in 3 languages. So, Kannada, Telugu, and Tamil. All 3 are similar. But now I don't remember it. But at that time, one of my friends, he wrote it in one paper and he gave me how to speak it in English. He wrote it there as well. So at that time it helped a lot, but later I realized here people are very talented. They know a lot of languages, so I can survive. So with that I just started using Hindi and English, and it works well here. Thank you, Faith. So who wanna go next? Chitra?
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay. So number 3 says, Karnataka is known for its coffee. What is your perfect coffee moment?
Thank you, Toastmaster.
You can come. This side, you can come.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Karnataka is known for its coffee, for coffee growing. It has been my experience. I'm sorry for Kannadigas here. I consider myself now a Karnataka person because I've been here for 20 years. That is more than anywhere else I've spent in my life. And I can kind of speak Kannada better than many other languages that I speak. Having said that, I have very bad experience with coffee in Bangalore, at least. Barring a few places, I don't drink coffee outside anywhere. And I'm a coffee lover in the sense that I wake up in the morning only to drink coffee. I ensure that somebody has already made the decoction, boiled milk, only then I get up. So I can hear somebody doing thuk 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 in the lighter and then I get up in the morning. That's how much I love coffee. But whether it is Kodagu or Chikmagalur, anywhere I've gone, I've not had good coffee. I go to Coffee Day there to have cappuccino because it's the safest bet. So I'm sorry, I don't agree with the perfect coffee moment. If I say blue tokai or something in this topic, I will be judged very poorly. Now, having said that, I do like some of the blends that they make, especially in Hatti coffee that you get that old Mysore, etc. I really love them. The coffee itself, I don't know, but the way they make it or something, they put too much chicory. I don't love Karnataka coffee. Like Rameshwaram Cafe or something is what I like.
Filter coffee, basically.
Yeah. Okay, that's all the opinion that I have on Karnataka coffee. Bangalore cafe coffee. I shouldn't say Karnataka. Yeah, their blends are good. Coffee beans are good, but I don't know, the way they roast it or grind it is not my thing.
Yeah, no. Coffee fruit I tasted. It was really good. I liked it better than coffee itself, to be honest. I don't. Yeah.
This is a unique opinion. Okay, that's all that I have. Thanks, Doctor.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chitra. I think you have explained why Karnataka is famous for its coffee.
Why shouldn't we?
It is known for coffee. It does not say it is famous or notorious. It is known for its coffee. Okay. Yeah. So it was a unique, I would say, experience and judgment on the coffee, because here I have seen a lot of coffee lovers in Karnataka, and I think mostly those guys goes to Starbucks or Coffee Day or somewhere else. But yeah, I love that filter coffee. My brother, he also liked that, and once we went to Shakleshpur, so wherever we go, we try to get one packet. Wherever we stay, so in those resorts, you will find their own coffee plantation. So from there, usually we buy and prepare it at home. So we don't go to Hatti, Kapi and other places because we don't know how to do they prepare. So we have our own machine and we prepare it there. Yeah. So it was all about Karnataka coffee. Who wanna go next? We have a few more slides left.
Mustaq, you want to try?
Like,
Give it a shot. At table topics. I think you're on mute.
Yeah, but can I take another question?
yeah.
Yeah, you have to choose anyways.
There are so many
Yeah, because I
slides
will
left.
not drink coffee at all.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
seven is already done.
7 is taken. We have 8, 9, 10, 11. Or
Yeah, 9.
okay, so number 9 says, what is a hidden gem in Karnataka that you think everyone should visit?
It's not hidden.
I don't know. Actually, I only visited Nandi Hills only. So I'm
If
not
you know
much
any
traveler.
space in India which you think is unique and no one might have covered that, you can explain about that.
So actually, Karnataka, I'm not sure, but Tamil Nadu, I think.
It's okay, you can talk about Tamil Nadu. Whatever place you like, whichever you think was a very good trip, you can talk about that.
Actually, we went to the Kodaikanal is my best trip actually until now. That too, we went in lockdown time, so no one is there actually. Only very few people. So that's my best moment actually. I think everyone has to visit to Kodaikanal when no one is there. Because people are nowadays every location people are coming, more people, right? So there is no privacy. So that time we luckily visit in second wave, so no one is there. So we enjoyed a lot actually. So in Bengaluru we visited to actually in Kodai, not in, I forgot the place name exactly. I'm not remembering place names suddenly. So maybe in Karnataka, Chikmagalur, there is one place actually, like Baba Budangir. So that is very good actually. It's a top of the hill. So we can visit that place actually. It's very good. So it's very thrilling experience, and we can see the whole view actually, whole cities and villages, nearby villages. So that is very good. So Baba Budangir in like this I forgot the name. Chikmagalur. Chikmagalur is very good actually. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mustaq. I agree to your point that we should not visit any famous place on a long weekend. We should plan our leaves and go there so that we can cruise there easily and enjoy the location. Otherwise, those famous places are mostly crowded. And one point which you mentioned about Baba Budhangiri, I think it has a very famous story about coffee, how it came to India. Yeah, it is coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Okay, so it is all about that, like how that beans came to India.
In his beard, he
So that story is very famous. I think he somehow linked it with our previous question. Karnataka is known for the coffee. Thank you, Mustaq. So we have a few more points. Hello, would you like to go next?
Yeah, sure. I can try.
Which number would you like to take? 11, 10, 8, 6?
8. I'll go for 8.
So number 8 says, what is one festival or cultural experience in Karnataka that you have enjoyed the most?
Thank you so much for that. Very easy one for me because cola is the one cultural experience that I have enjoyed the most. Thanks to a movie like Kantara, it has made cola very famous. So there are different versions of cola. So we have this cola called as a Pili Chamundi cola that happens at my wife's place. My wife is from this place called Modabidri, and there you have this Pili Chamundi cola, which is very similar to what you would if you would have seen the first part of Kantara. What you see there is pretty close to what we have called as Pili Chamundi cola. That has been a amazing experience for me, and of course it creates a lot of questions in your mind, like how is the artist doing it? Do the artist go into a trance, or is it like really a god entering? Or I don't want to go into the controversial side of things here, but anyways, whatever it is a spectacle that you have to experience whenever you get an opportunity. And it's not just that show or what happens, right? That it's a great cultural event that happens. Of course, you get to see how they perform. It is not easy, how much of an energy they need, because they'll be doing it for hours together. Do you know that it is not just for few minutes? They do it for hours together, sometimes almost throughout the night till morning. They'll continuously be doing that, and it requires a lot of stamina, a lot of energy, and the way they scream, your voice need to be very powerful to be able to perform well. And the way people are awestruck, and of course you have the drums going on in the background, so you can really enjoy if you love listening to drums playing in a nice rhythm. So you feel like it's like a cruise. It flows like a cruise. Like you have the performance happening, you have the drums, and then of course, who doesn't like great food? So I like the coastal, North Karnataka, or the Karnataka cuisine, the one in Mangalore side. Though I am a vegetarian, there are a lot of dishes there like patrode, neer dosa, and then there are a lot of yummy delicacies that you can try. That also happens, along with this. So it's a perfect blend of everything. And of course, most of the family members will be there, friends will be there. You can always interact with them and catch up with them as well. So I think Kola is a spectacular experience, and I recommend everybody to do experience that. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Tosma Sharad. I think this Kantara movie has shown what this means to the locality and the people who belongs to, I think it is Bangalore area, right? And I have few friends from Bangalore, so they say okay, how close it is to them. And it's not about just Bangalore. The way they have shown it, it is becoming very famous, and now people basically love watching that movie. And I think this is the only movie in recent time with that second part is also getting that traction. I'm also waiting for it. It is still not available in Hindi or English, so I'm just waiting for that.
It's available.
I watched it on the first in Hindi.
Thank you. Then I was missing this point. I think this session helped me a lot. Like, I will go tonight and watch that movie. Thank you. So we are having few more slides. So do we have time, or we should?
No, I think we might have to move on since we are on top of the hour with the evaluations, and yeah.
That's all from my side. I think today we learned a lot about Karnataka coffee, and then the experiences what people have here. So, and since our today's theme is all about the Karnataka, I think we lived all those moments which we have spent here. So thanks all of you for sharing your experiences and making this session engaging and fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gaurav. Now coming to Karnataka, there are 31 separate districts in Karnataka, each very unique, each with a different dialect, almost a different dialect of Kannada, each with a very unique cuisine. Talking about cuisines, as Sharat mentioned, there's a very distinct cuisine in the coastal part of Karnataka, which is pretty famous. You got the chicken gyro, the neer dosa, the patrode, the chicken sukka. You got a very distinct cuisine in the north of Karnataka, which is more dry and arid. You got the jod roti, and you got a very dry, kind of sabzi kind of cuisine in northern part of Karnataka. And you've got your typical, Gouda style Nati Karnataka hotel, which is very famous in Bangalore in your local military hotels, which is found all over Bangalore, and which is still not getting as much traction as I thought it would be getting online. if one thing I would recommend people try in terms of cuisines in Karnataka is your local military hotels where they serve your tonne biryani or rustic mutton soups, mutton curries. It's absolutely beautiful. And in terms of what is there, the festivals which mean a lot to people in Karnataka is Ganesh Chaturthi and Deepavali, which is also called as Dodda Happa. We also celebrate Tulsi Puja. And also, as Sharad mentioned, Bhutakola. So Bhutakola is something which happens throughout of coastal Karnataka. As I'm from Gokarna, we also have a separate, it's not called Bhut, it's almost like Bhutakola, but it's the same tradition, but we see it in a different way. Of course, we all see it back to as guardian spirits of forest deities, and and these practices even predates Hinduism actually. And the entirety of coastal Karnataka is also called Pashurama Kshetra. That's a special name given to the entirety of coastal Karnataka, and has a huge legend behind it. So, of course, we've got a lot of temples and ancient, temples, mainly in Hampi, which is also UNESCO World Heritage Site. We also have one of our Jain temples in Shravana called the Gomateshwara Temple. Also, many places like Beluru, Halebedu, Mysuru is famous for its Mysore Palace also for the Chamundeshwari Hill, the Chamundeshwari Temple. So Karnataka as a state is very cultural rich, cultural heavy, and people really care about it. We also care a lot about our roots, our language, and our traditions. Now it's time for the evaluations for the time of the grammarian and the hour counter. So on to Rajan and I think
Yeah, maybe general. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Ruchit, for that. And we can quickly proceed. Thank you for the wonderful information about Karnataka once again. And as the general evaluator, of course, I will be presenting my report at the end, and we'll quickly proceed with the reports, with the other reports. And of course, yes, let's start with the grammarian report. Rajan, over to you with the grammarian report for today.
Okay. So first of all, I would say that I'm not very good at grammar in general, but I tried my best. And one of the things I will blame today to everybody that I failed because the contents were so good, so interesting that everybody's experience was so good that I got engulfed in your listening to you guys. So first of all, let's start with the GE Sharath has used. I think I've heard one time the word of the day. Chitra as an evaluator has used one time. Uh, Shwet as the speaker has used it 3 times, the word of the day, and he missed the pronunciation of barbaric multiple times, I noticed. And use of interrogative word like how and interrogative word with if used together, I think that was one mistake. And he replaced one time that instead of when. So that's all of the grammar that I noticed in his speech. Gaurav has, after that, Gaurav has, as in table topic master, has used the cruise word 3 times, at least that I've heard. Ruchir has used for one time at the table topic. And sorry if I have missed any. I have used in table topic 3 times, and I also made a lot of grammar mistake I noticed while speaking. And for other table topics, I did not heard the word of the day. Yeah. So that's all from my side. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Grammarian, for the detailed report. And I would like to now hand over to the evaluator for today, Chitra, to present her evaluation report for Shwet's speech. Chitra, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharath. So congratulations, Toastmaster Shwet, on finishing your second speech in level 1. So just before I get into the actual evaluation for today, I'll just quickly summarize the points from the previous evaluation. So the first was body language, then voice modulation, use of stage. The speech could be more structured and audience participation. The challenge posed to Shwet's speech, I think I heard last time when you were moving out of the room itself, could be less controversial rather. I don't think we worked on this today either, but anyways. So now getting back to my evaluation, the first time I ever heard Shwet speak or saw him on stage was during Codathon, I think 2 years back or something, in a play. So when I saw him at that time, it felt like he's a natural fit for Toastmaster because he has such a great stage presence. The confidence that he exudes is amazing, right? So it would be smooth sailing or a cruise for you to be in Toastmasters and deliver each and every stage. Now, having said that, because this is a speech where we look at the evaluation and how you have incorporated each improvement areas. So, from the perspective of body language, I as such did not see anything, at least today, that needed to be improved. So, I'm sure you've worked on it. The second thing is voice modulation. So, your speech as such was more like a discussion with each individual person in the audience. At least today, the speech was like that. So, given that, because there was no a lot of scope for voice modulation, I would say some of the areas like when you say so, or somewhere you could emphasize it more to improve it. But I didn't see that as a lot of place where you could improve on. Now, use of stage, maybe that is one area where you could still work on. Uh, but you did go to individual person and speak to them, so that was a good thing. Now, the fourth point is can be more structured. So here is where my main, I think you should focus on, because the speech was like a discussion with individual. What happened was there was no well-rounded conclusion to this speech. While you said that I am not concluding it, but it would be good if you give people a takeaway and bring it back to probably the topic, and need not be a judgment as such, but a conclusion to the speech would be good, right? That is one area where I feel, otherwise it feels like what is the point of all of this, right? But like as such, the entire speech was so interesting to listen to. It was like you're watching a non-shouting chat show on TV, right? So it was really good. A long time since we heard that, right? The last one is audience participation. I don't need to tell this. You were talking to every member of the audience. The only thing is probably you should have, like when you're talking to him, also involved others. Otherwise, it's like 2 minutes with this person, 2 minutes with this person. And sorry, one last thing. What was the timing on Shwet's speech?
It was 9 minutes 54 seconds.
Yeah, so it was a little way over the time. So maybe work on that. That's really important, as we know that we need to restrict it to a certain time. That's all that I have. All the best, Shwet. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot for that detailed evaluation. And with that, I'll quickly proceed to the timer report for today. Let me change the screen first. Yes. As the timer, I've noted down the timings and the Shwet's timing, it went a bit over time, 9 minutes and 54 seconds. And when it comes to table topics, we had Ruchir 1 minute 28 seconds, Rajan dot on time 2 minutes 30 seconds, Shwet 1 minute 34 seconds, Chitra 1 minute 48 seconds, Mustaq 1 minute 58 seconds, and I myself 2 minute 31 second, slightly over time. And Chitra's evaluation took 3 minutes 35 seconds, again slightly over time. That's all from the timer report. And now, since I myself am doing the general evaluator, I will quickly move on to the general evaluation report. I wouldn't like to do a very detailed general evaluation report today, but firstly, I would like to thank the Toastmaster of the day for choosing a very appropriate, time appropriate theme, that is Karnataka Rajyotsava, and did a great job. Just a couple of observations for you. I know that I think this might be the first time you might be trying out the team mode role. One thing we normally do in person is we don't leave a person hanging just like that. Like when you hand it over to somebody, give a handshake and then hand it over to that person. And when the person, again, you take back the control, try to do a handshake and then take back the control. And one more thing I had observed is initially it felt like you were reading too much from the script than by heart. But then later, as the session went on, I could notice that you were like cruising smoothly with the script, and you are not looking too much on the script. And one more thing, what you could be careful about is when it comes to introductions, right? You try to introduce the speaker, we try to introduce the table topic master of the day, These were kind of missing, either like directly, like you were, handing it over to them or something like that. That can be improved. Other than that, it was a great segment from you. Thank you so much. And the table topic master, of course, Gaurav, nothing to tell here. It was a great table topics session. Again, you connected it with the overall theme. That is also a good thing that you did. And I also liked how you connected once you were not just asking for the next speaker, but you had some points either of your own or you had some comments on what the earlier person spoke about. That was also nice. And coming to the speech itself, I think Shwet, congrats on your second speech completion. And uh, already Chitra has given a detailed evaluation, and some of my observations were also similar. I could clearly see the use of body language much better. Even your eye contact, like when you are asking to me, you were even turning towards the projector and looking at me and things like that. So body language was really good, and I really loved how the way you interacted with the audience and involved them also in your speech. And of course, the topic was slightly controversial again, but that itself requires a confidence. So I of course appreciate the confidence behind you taking such controversial topics. But one of the asks from the first speech evaluation was try to be less controversial. That unfortunately was not met. But some of the other pointers like body language and other interaction and even modulation and other things, I could see that there were improvements. So kudos to that. And of course, timing. That's one thing I also need to learn. I also kind of go overboard when it comes to timing, because I think one thing that happens is sometimes when we practice, we see that we finish way before time. That happens with me. And then in the session, I'm like too much confident that even if I go overboard, I have noticed I am always 1 minute short or 1.5 minutes short, and then I end up, going overboard. That's something we really need to work on. And thanks, Chitra, again for that very detailed evaluation. And when it comes to table topics, I wouldn't like to go much into detail. One thing I would recommend is if you are joining online for table topic, try to stand up. That way, you will at least have your body language visible better. Unfortunately, I'm not doing it right now, but for table topics, I had done that. But in person, of course, yeah, it's great to see so many people. We see more and more attendees in person. That's amazing. I myself wanted to be there. So a round of applause for all of you, especially who came in person and joined from the Learning Hub room. And this will, of course, enhance the experience, and you would get much out of the session, especially the speaker evaluated, the role takers especially. I think when it comes to, I think that's all from the general evaluator side I wanted to say. And I just wanted to check once quickly with Ruchir. Do you have any conclusion segment still left for your theme, or are you already done with the conclusion as well?
I do have a small conclusion, Sharat.
It's all complete, right? Okay, okay, perfect. Then.
Which is you have something to say again.
No, I have a conclusion.
You have a conclusion.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
fine. So, Ruchir, probably you can conclude your theme and then you can hand it over back to me as the president to conclude. Yeah, over to you, Ruchir.
Thank you so much, Sharat. So, as we cruise towards the end of our incredible 150-second event, let's talk a bit about Kannada, the language. Okay. Me myself, of course, I speak a dialect of Kannada. I've never actually learned Kannada as such in while growing up during my school times. I do know how to write a bit. I can speak Kannada very well, but whenever I speak Kannada, people do recognize, they immediately know where I am from. It's like that because my Kannada is very distinct. So, of course, Kannada, knowing the language, knowing what has happened the past few years, it is a sore topic. And, it's a person, in my opinion, if you're there in a state, the only way to respect the land which is giving you so much is by giving a bit of gratitude, by learning at least to converse with the local population who are trying to provide you with the services, the local services. The least you can do is be good to them and interact with them and have a good surrounding around you, and always build the community together and make sure you are having a good life in this beautiful state. With that, thank you so much. Thank you for celebrating this unity through diversity. Now I hand it to the general evaluator Sharath for everything. Thank you so much, guys, and happy. Kannada Rajyotsava to everyone. Kannada Rajyotsavada Hardika Shubhashayಗಳು. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ruchir, again for that wonderful conclusion. And um I would like to quickly, as a president, take over and officially conclude the session. Again, thanks to each one of you. We want to make this more and more in person going forward and lesser online, like that was the case today. So hopefully we'll continue this momentum, and it will be really tricky and funny in the next in person, all in person session. If nobody is there, it's going to be awkward. So please do plan to attend in person when we have the next round table conference, sort of an in person session. That will be a different experience. It will be a different session, and more details to um, come shortly. And Shwet, I would need your help with the voting links for today. Unfortunately, since we are doing multiple roles, we couldn't do the voting links and the votes today. Probably we can send it across as an email. And we can check for the votes for the role takers and table topic speakers, since we had only one evaluator and one speaker. And with that, I wouldn't like to take any more of time. Thanks a lot. It was a great session, a lovely session, and looking forward to many such amazing sessions going forward as well. And with that, I officially conclude today's session. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. And please do look forward for the voting mailer shortly and do give your votes. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day ahead.